Welcome to Artini, where happy hour meets art and art history. I'm your host, Kim Ratliff. Grab your favorite drink for some unreliable recounts and shenanigans. Welcome to Artini. Today we're going to talk about big eyes, but first, let's just catch up. I know it's been a while. Sorry.
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 Big time difference. Yay. What do we got going on? Oh, I have Aloha Kimchi Beaches. Aloha Kimchi Beaches.
I need to order
Fierce,
one of
loyal, and
those.
spicy. For May is AAPI month. Get
Okay.
yours now. Support. What
better?
else is going on? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so
Okay.
it's AAPI month. So
Okay.
be proud of being Asian Pacific Islander and
Okay, so now can I wear that shirt?
Yes, because you're supporting me.
Okay.
Yeah, you
I
can say,
definitely
yeah,
need
my
to do that then.
friends. Yeah.
There you go.
So check out my website. And then was it Mother's Day? Because we only do this once a month. So what else is in
Right.
this month?
Got Mother's Day.
Day. What do you guys have plans yet or no?
No,
I don't either.
no. It's one of those things where you probably ride over and see my mom or have my mom right over here. But no, we don't have
A typical
we
thing.
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did order a new garden box, and that's for me and mom now that mom's downsized to an apartment. So
Okay.
she does all my whole yard is like her playground gardening now. So
Does she want to come visit me?
I'll send her.
We have weeds.
Ugh.
We tore out our whole backyard and front yard, got brand new grass. Well, because of the hurricane that had come through and everybody had weeds in their yard because, when a hurricane goes through, it blows all this stuff around. Now we've got everybody's weeds.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it happens.
I know. Mom is my landscaper. Well, kind of. She just does the plants, but Todd cuts the grass. It takes a village.
Oh,
and
yeah.
our yard isn't that big.
Yeah.
Anywho, let's see. I don't have alcoholic beverage, but I do have a non-alcoholic cocktail in my new water glass that's got honeybees on it that my grandmother used to call me.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's very good. So how have you been? You're going to be in the Hickam Art Show?
Yes, it's the 50th Hickam Air Force Base Artisans Fair, and I'll be there tomorrow from, I think it opens 9 to 3. And then in June, the weekend of the 13th and 14th, I'll be at the Haleiwa Art Festival in Haleiwa. So that'll be the first huge event Haleiwa will have since the flood.
Oh,
so
wow.
hopefully this generates a lot of a good flux of people to come back and spend their money locally.
Can you hear the rain? Can you? A little bit?
A little bit, yeah.
As long as it's not drowning me out.
No, it's not. No, it's okay.
We need it. We haven't had rain in so long.
Oh my God, we have had so much rain.
Yeah,
Diamond Head is green. It's usually brown.
So, no, I did another mural. So I have that's my third one for this one client.
I saw pictures on your socials.
No, not this one. I haven't done this one yet.
Oh.
Another one. So let me just tell you, I learned something. So the color of the wall is like a creamy, not yellow, not tan. It has yellow tones. It's not
like a
off-white.
camel color.
Not that dark.
Huh.
It's just, it's like butter, like a butter color. So I go and get these light colors, and she wants something sort of like what I have done before. Because the first one I did for it kind of blended into the wall and it was hard to take pictures with, but you can see it when you're there. And then, so I go to do, and then the second one I did it on this butter color, but it was black. So that came out black. So I go and I get these paints. I start with the paint colors she wants. Well, the minute you put them on that butter color, they pick up whatever pigments were put in it to make it. So if it has blue tones, more blue will come out. If it has
Okay.
red tones, more red will come out. So they were nothing like the colors I had picked out.
Oh,
Like the color in the can and
right.
or the jar and the color
So
on the
did
wall were two different colors.
question.
Yes.
Did you have a sample of the original paint with you when you went in?
Yes.
Oh,
And
okay. Because that's where
it
I would
should
have
have,
started. Yeah.
yeah, I took some, they had some wall color and I brushed it onto a canvas and I brought it in
Right.
and I matched the things. But when you put it on a wall like that, you know, would, okay, let me back up. No, originally I did not. I went and picked out the colors. I went in when they came out different. The next time I brought in a sample. Like
Right.
I painted a canvas and I brought it in like, this is what the wall looks like. And I even brought the paint with me. This is
Right.
what the wall
Because you're
looks
like,
like.
I just want a couple shades higher and like a couple shades lower.
Right. So I did that. And she had a taupe color she wanted. Well, when I put the taupe on there, it turned brown,
Mm.
which should have been taupe. So I did half the painting and we both looked at it like, because I put it on and it looked light. And then when it dried overnight, it was a totally different color.
Mm.
So I painted the whole thing over. I started all over because I wasn't liking it. She wasn't liking
Right.
it. It just wasn't coming together.
Right.
So I went back this week and painted it again and it turned out much better. I like it
Nice.
much better. It's just, I was floored at because it happened again. And that's when I went in with the paint, with the, the wall color and said, okay, help me out.
Right.
And the girl at Lowe's used to do, she was a set director in New York for like
Director,
Broadway.
a designer, set
Designer, yeah,
designer.
designer,
Yeah.
not director. A set designer, yeah.
Yeah.
And so she was in New York, and so she was helping me out. She goes, "Yeah, these are hard, blah blah blah." So,
That's
but I learned something.
amazing. Like, what are the odds you're going to get a set designer helping you at Lowe's?
Exactly at Lowe's.
Like, holy
Yeah.
crap.
Well, she works there.
I know, but like, why is she
Works in the
working
paper.
there and then you benefited from that? Like, it's just so, the universe is so crazy.
And girl, you know I got her number.
Oh,
You know
good.
I got her number. So anyway, so what else?
I did
So what are we
see
talking
some
about
of it
today?
and I was thinking of doing the same thing at my house because I've been wanting to do something in my living room and my bathroom, but I don't know what, but like just the palm frond seemed simple and subtle enough.
Oh, it was cool. It was.
But
Oh,
in my brain, I'm like this whole thing and this.
oh yeah.
I haven't, there's too much going on for ideas. I can't
Got too much
settle
happening. I
on
know.
something.
We're getting ready to redo our whole house
Mm,
because still have being military. We still have all of our military furniture and military stuff, and
mm.
it's some of it's gotten to where it's like, okay, we've used it as
Yeah,
much as we
we've
possibly can.
rotated stuff out for the
We've done
millionth.
it.
Oh, speaking of that, this guy right here, this piece of
Yeah.
furniture, this little armoire, it used to be my girlfriend Liz's for her baby girl. And then
Mm.
I had it for a little while, and then I put it in the kids' playroom that I did their murals in Washington, and then we put the TV and stuff in there. And then it has evolved so many times, and now it's up here in my art studio, and it's empty. It's been empty for a month.
That's
And,
crazy.
and I'm like, ah, this can't be the end of it. So I might
Well,
just bring all my paints from the garage in here.
yeah, that would be good, and then be right where you needed them.
Yeah. So I don't know, but it would be nice to like leave it open for like if people come to visit, because I'm going to put like a sleeper couch in here. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like one of the pieces of furniture that has had a million lives from all of our moves.
Oh yeah.
I think this is one of the last bits. This may be like 4 pieces of furniture that's and a spaghetti claw. It's a plastic,
Yeah.
Rubbermaid.
Yeah.
spaghetti claw that Todd had when he was a bachelor. And we still have it in the mix. We still use it. It's on the counter in the bin. I was like,
We
why
still
have
have,
we not replaced that?
I guess we only have two pieces of furniture that we had,
Mm-hmm.
but nothing matches. You know what I mean? Like I'm at that point
Yeah.
of, okay,
Well, you got
I'm
empty
ready.
nest now, yeah or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So,
not yet, but getting there.
okay. All right.
So what are
Let's
we
get
talking about
to it
today?
then. We are talking about Margaret Keane. No relation to
Oh,
myself. That is my maiden name, and we spell it differently.
yeah, I thought that was kind of neat. So for
Yeah.
everyone listening, this is the second time we are doing this one
Yeah. This
because
is
the
take two.
first time, this is take two. So the first time we recorded this, something happened with the sound and you couldn't hear Kim at all.
No.
So,
And then when you could hear us both, you were echoing like a mad woman. Like I was like, oh my God, it was such a mess.
so maybe we
It's a
can just like, we won't
learning
have to
process.
chop this one up. We can just send it out. People can listen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what I'm
All
hoping. Should So
right. So
anyway, all right. So Big Eyes, this was a movie. This is based on a real woman artist in the
50s
60s.
and 60s. Yeah.
And the movie is called, well, I mean, this is about big lies and big eyes, but it's called Big Eyes, and it's directed by Tim Burton, who
Which is
usually does
interesting.
got right. And now that in retrospect, he's made the mood like it's kind of like
It's
every
dark.
scene it's dark, but then the paintings are bright, or the colors in the room and the furniture is bright, but it's kind of got a what do you call it when it's dark on the edges of the
Silhouette.
photo?
Like a,
Silhouette kind of a thing,
yeah,
halo thing. I don't know.
halo effect.
Yeah, he does that. And then there's, that kitschy vibe of mid-century modern furniture and the way they dress, and the big eyes. It's
Well,
attached to this culture and time because this is the first time something like that had been painted at that time.
so Margaret Keane was, uh, for tell everybody, she was an artist whose husband didn't think that she could sell the art under her name. He was actually, I don't know his name, but anyway, he originally was going over to
It was,
Europe.
well, I don't know his last name, Walter. So in the
Walter
movie,
Keane.
Amy Adams plays Margaret and Chris Waltz plays Walter.
Yeah, well, he was going over to Europe buying people's paintings and bring them back as his own. He was telling them, "Oh, I was over in Europe and I painted these." Well, he'd buy them from these artists off the street and make them his own. So when he met her and she could paint, he was so excited. So he said, "Look, you're probably not going to be able to sell these." And this is all true. This is all
Mm-hmm.
true to life. You're probably not going to be able to sell these. So we're going to sell them under my name. You're just going to be at some point we'll bring you in when the time comes. But right now, you're just going to, this is going to benefit both of us. And
And
he really,
it's, yeah,
good.
go ahead, finish. No, go ahead,
No,
finish. Sorry.
I said he really just enslaved her.
Yeah. Well, at that time, women still, like, if a family member with money died, the money still went to the oldest or the next man in line. Like women, yeah, we still didn't have. So on one level, it does make sense to go along with it. On another level, it's like, oh, this is like for us watching this, it's like, oh, this is still happening. um,
But it's
and
not
it's
still
horrible
happening
how,
now, but yeah.
no, but it's horrible how it evolves. And he starts getting, the more popular he gets, the more like, I don't know, she's like imprisoned in a room, just like one person
Paint me more.
sweatshop.
We're getting, and Like he would bring her to events, and then it got to where the point he wouldn't bring her to any events because he didn't want anybody finding out it wasn't him, it was her.
Because these events were getting bigger and
Right.
more popular, and people were
So
asking more questions.
so that type of art, so it's sort of cartoony to me. It's cartoony in a sense. She had big eyes and there was a lot of
Hmm.
feeling behind it. But I know that a lot of artists and art critics called it niche. Like it was just so I wonder what made it popular. I wonder what
Yeah.
made this art.
Well, they called it niche because no one else was doing that. Like it had its own lane, and they didn't know what to do with that. And it
Right.
wasn't anything sophisticated, but it was something. And then whatever it was, this unlabeled art, people were just like bonkers for it.
Well, I
And that
think
was the first time that like something was popular art. So she was like one of the first to do pop art,
pop
which
art.
is
Right.
popular art. Yeah.
I think people could connect with it more. It wasn't so above them. So with it being popular art, I think people were more able to connect with it just because it was a little girl and she had feelings and it was cutesy.
Yeah.
But I think it made a lot of the critics question what is art. So
For
she
the first
started a
time.
whole yeah. So she is a whole, she
Oh,
started a
maybe
whole
not for the first
movement.
time. I think they questioned it during abstract. No, surrealism.
Surrealism.
Yeah. I don't think abstract
But
has come around yet.
she
Yeah,
was the
but yeah.
first more cutesy. It was cutesy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
Like
wasn't
even like those little statues, or not Holly Hoppy, but you know what I'm saying?
yeah, no, well, it was like the Holly Hobby
Those
and like
had big
the
eyes
yep,
also. It was like
yep,
it was a
precious
trend. It
moments and
was,
all that.
yes, that's
Yes.
what it was. Yeah.
But it
The
was
precious
way
moments.
before that. It was before that. So
But
and I have
it was something people picked up on,
right.
obviously. Yeah.
Well, I have a friend, Jana Vorse. Her mom has an original one. She has an original
Whoa.
Margaret Keane painting.
Oh my God. Have you
Yeah.
seen it live?
Not I want to say I have, but when she sent me the picture, it looked really familiar, but
Yeah.
I don't know that I've seen it live. I don't
Okay.
know. Yeah, I don't think I have.
Oh my God.
She's probably shown it to me before.
If you see it live, take a photo and then I want to see what the signature looks like. And
Well, she sent
God,
me a picture of it.
that's crazy.
I can send a picture.
Okay,
I'll
we'll
send
put
you.
that
We can attach a
on
picture.
yeah, we'll put that in
Yeah.
our socials so you can
Yeah,
see
but
it.
it was her mom's, Mama Cowboys. It belonged to her. And
Wow.
yeah,
Does she remember? Did she inherit it or did she buy it?
no, her
Did
first husband bought it for her.
does she
Her
remember how much it was?
No, I don't think so. I don't remember.
Oh, imagine.
That part I don't remember.
Wow.
Can't
That's
remember.
crazy. That's so cool. Well,
Yeah.
she was born in 1927 in Nashville. So she was from the South,
Southern girl.
Southern girl.
Yep.
In the movie, though, I don't remember her having an accent, though.
No,
So,
probably not.
really, is that a thing in Nashville? Like, you either have an accent or you don't, or
A lot of the South, I
I don't
mean,
know.
not everybody has a strong. It's funny.
Yeah.
Nashville was a big area, so people came from all over. So not everybody had a strong accent.
Okay, so it's a mix of people.
Yeah. Well, it's like
Okay. Huh.
where I'm from on the coast, Mississippi. We have several military bases there, so there's several people there.
Hmm.
So it's
Well,
not
the
a
military alone brings a good mix of people. Yeah,
right.
a lot of
So
expats. Yeah, so it's my notes say, that she started painting big-eyed children inspired by loneliness and observation. So you figure she's born in the 1920 in my 1927. There's like war happening, right?
yeah,
I'm so horrible at history. Was there the depression was
the
then
depression
or
was
was it
in the
before?
20s. No,
So there's
yeah.
a lot of negative loneliness poverty, and then her observations. So, maybe she did realize or notice and questioned why children's eyes are so big. We know now. I mean, I don't know.
Well,
It's
but
that you're born with the same eyeball, adult eyeballs.
that's
So,
so weird to me. That is so weird to me. Don't
but
freak me
also,
out.
have you ever looked at like X-rays of children, their dental X-rays? All their teeth are like all up in their face and jaw. I was like, wow,
Uh,
that's crazy. When I
ugh,
looked at my kids' things,
yeah,
yeah.
that's crazy. But
So
yeah,
that was her inspiration, and then she ran into this Walter guy, and he was full of charisma, and he wowed her, and he was professional hustler. um, then she fell for it, hook, line, and sinker, and then, I mean, I don't know if that was his intention from the beginning, or if the machine of it all fed into his ego and he just became this monster.
no, I think he was trying to be a monster before. I mean, when you go to
You think
Europe
it
and
was planned?
yeah, I think when you go to Europe and you take somebody else's paintings and bring them back, say they're
Oh,
your own, because nobody can
yeah,
argue with you. Because back then we didn't have social media. There wasn't anybody who could check and see if you really was yours.
right. And Margaret was very shy, subdued personality type lady, an easy target to take advantage of,
Oh yeah, yeah.
for sure. Unfortunately. Yeah.
But it was
I just
kind
can't
of
believe that sweatshop.
it was it was interesting how later on in life she decided to take him to court after they divorced. She
Well,
wanted
they
rights.
divorced, and then
She wanted rights.
she became a Mormon. No, no, not Mormon, a Jehovah's Witness, right? Yeah,
Something
Jehovah's Witness. And I don't know what about that, but that sparked her strength
because they
to
never had
to
kids or anything.
no, thank God. They
Yeah.
probably never they didn't have time. What time? She's
She
in
was
that
painting and
tiny
painting and
dark
painting.
room with no windows, painting to like, and not allowed to socialize, not allowed to show. They're so popular. He's afraid she's going to say something.
Right.
He can't afford to let her out.
Right.
But now he's so money hungry, he makes her keep painting and painting. And it's like, oh, so I don't know. And yeah, Jehovah's Witness. And then she finally decided to divorce him. And I don't know if it was I don't think it was all in the same handbag. I think it was in stages, the
Yeah.
divorce, and then
Because in
takes him to court.
1986, they go to court. And I think this is the coolest thing. They go to
Hmm.
court and she's trying to claim they're his. He's saying they're his. I mean, she's trying to claim they're hers. He's saying they're his.
It's the
So,
biggest art scandal ever
oh, yeah. So the judge just says, okay, let's have a paint off. And he's like, no, my
because he
shoulder
can't
hurts.
decide. And then
My
he's
shoulder
all
hurts.
like,
It's like, oh, I can't do it.
wah, wah.
I'm not feeling it. Yeah, I can't, I can't do that.
I
And
don't
the
think
judge
he
says,
can
all
make
right,
up enough excuses either.
right. He couldn't make up an excuse. And I
Yeah.
think I think when they were supposed to paint, she didn't show up. So the crazy thing with
Mm.
that whole taking him to court is she started a whole movement where women started taking credit for their art because there were a
Hmm.
lot of women artists who um would paint for someone else and not really
Or
take
they
credit
would
for it.
have like ghost writers. They would have like a different name. They would put like a male's name instead of
Right.
their own
And she was the first one of the first ones who got women
to
out there
own
saying,
it.
no, this is mine. Yeah. I mean, there were
Yes.
other
Yeah.
artists, but I mean in the pop art
Right.
because that she also started, I think she also started the art in media art, because they took her paintings and made cards out of them. There was
Oh,
t-shirts,
printing,
they were printing, there were t-shirts and
printed.
cards.
It
There
was
were,
the printed art movement. Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
They printed copies of them, and people had them in their what do you
Well,
call it?
they do say she was the first like pop art or lowbrow. I wouldn't even use the word lowbrow, but at the time they were using lowbrow pop surrealism. And then, yeah, and then it's part of that machine. And then now we take advantage of that now.
When did
So
she pass?
we can offer.
She passed away, right?
Yes,
And
but
she was
not
living
too
in
long
Hawaii.
ago. I mean, yeah. So after, all right. So they're in the court. They have a paint off. She does show up. She finishes hers lickety split, and it's like hands down. There's no denying that. And then she gets to own all of her paintings and the whole spiel. She moves to Hawaii. And then, yeah, her faith helps her find her voice, the whole thing. Yeah, she passed
I,
away at 94 years old in 2022.
we would have been in Hawaii with her. You were in Hawaii with her.
It was during COVID.
Yeah.
She died during COVID. I
No,
could have
20 was COVID.
22. Yeah, but like,
2020 was COVID.
Yeah, but it didn't just last a year. People still were getting it for
I
another.
live in Florida. We only had it for 2 weeks.
Jesus. This whole island was like locked down. They're like, keep that out in your own yard over there on the mainland, people. But
Yeah.
no, I mean, like she was on island. Like I could, like, I don't, oh God, had I only
That would have
known,
been
I would
neat.
have,
That would have been neat. I
right? That
wonder
would
what
have
her
been so
later art.
cool.
I haven't looked it up, but I wonder what her later art was like. I mean, did she
I
always
don't
just keep
know.
painting art? Because she kept painting. I know she kept
She
painting.
did continue painting. Um,
We need to dive
yeah.
down that hole and see what it was she painted. Like, where she. Because let me ask you this. So let me ask you this. Like, I know you like your monochromatic paintings that you're
Mm-hmm.
doing. I know you're doing a bunch of those.
Right.
Wouldn't you get tired of painting the same thing over and over again?
Yes. Like, I mean, it's an evolution. So, like, right now, this monochromatic is that's what I was thinking that same exact thing. So, like, even my monochromatic has like evolved. And
Right.
then, even where I'm at now, the more I paint will evolve again into something else later.
Right.
Or it might turn into something else completely different because I might have arthritis and the things, and I might, there might be all kinds of reasons for you to evolve
Amy
your
Ratliff
painting.
is now
So
painting with her toes.
it's
No, but I just think as
possible.
she painted those for years, and I appreciate them and they're beautiful and all that. I don't know that I could have painted the same thing over and over again for that
Or
long.
deck. Yo,
And
right?
that's what I have a problem with now. Everybody says, "Oh, find your niche. Find something that you really like to paint and you just paint it over and over again." And there's several artists on TikTok and Facebook and all that. And there's several in the South. They paint one scene, but there's this one, and I love her paintings. I do. But it's the same thing. It's oysters on a plate, and she just moves the plate in different directions. And
And
then
how long has
sometimes
she been painting?
I don't know her story. I really don't. We ought to look it up. But it's beautiful. I am not dismissing her art for anything. All I'm saying is I couldn't do it. I couldn't keep painting the same thing over and over again. I think that's what I have a problem with. That I,
Yeah.
you know,
Or even in the same style. It could be the same thing, but like in different style. Like even from when we were paint party instructing for my Tyson Monet,
oh, that
we kind of
drove you nuts.
because for a lack of a better word, we had to dumb it down so that was easy to instruct
And anybody
for
listening who used to paint with us, we did not dumb it down for you. You were doing great. It was everyone else who did it for.
that's right. um and then when you and I were doing it during like when COVID hit and we brought it online and I got burnt out, that was the first time I did something for myself outside of that octopus painting when I first started instructing.
Oh, I love that thing.
And yeah, I'll never part with that OG. But yeah, there was something about, yeah, like you have to do it for your own thing. Like I can't imagine, like I couldn't paint in that
So
same way. I needed a break and I needed to do my own thing. But I mean, this is her thing. And it
so
almost looks like I'm looking it up now online, and it almost looks like she's continued, but she went, I mean, this one, yeah, I don't know if that's her or not, but they're still big eyes and
she went on to Old Eyes
Asian.
series.
They're Asian or Japanese dressing, or there's like a lot of flowers, or they're like Hawaiian.
It's kind of cool. I just
But
don't know.
still, I don't know if I could continue in that style like I would have had. Yeah, that's a lot.
So when I started painting when I was younger, okay, I started painting and I had a very good support system. My aunt, my uncle, my mom, my dad, grandparents, everybody knew I had talent. The
Same.
problem I had is they always wanted me to paint trees. I hated trees. I like because I started in oils as a kid. That's
Yeah.
what they started me in. I
I
couldn't
started
stand trees.
drawing.
I could not stand trees. So I didn't paint for a long time because I didn't want to paint a tree. You know what I mean? Like it was just green. I didn't have
Mhm.
and my family, while supportive as they were, everything had to look real. Like there was
Oh,
no
you had to paint their way. They didn't know to
not
nurture what your natural
right. Well,
instincts were.
that wasn't a thing then. You know what I mean? Like that
Right.
wasn't a and I didn't have the confidence or the
The
courage
word, yeah, to say
the
something.
courage. No, no, not even that, but to paint outside that. I didn't have
Mm.
my brain didn't work enough. Instead of leaves being green, I would paint, I could paint them purple. I didn't have that wherefore that I could do that. I didn't realize I could, change the color of the sky or,
Mhm.
grass didn't need to be green. It could have been orange. You know what I mean? Like I didn't think that way. I
Right.
thought it had to look real. So I stepped away from painting for a long time. And it was funny because my ties and Monet was easy for me because I could, you know, break it down into shapes. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, okay, we're going to do this. We're going to make a square. You're
That's
going to
how
do
I
this
did
inside the
my
square.
hula girl. A
Yeah, you could.
circle, a line, a triangle for her boobs, and then a
Yeah,
skirt is, yeah. And then you just kind of paint over it, and yeah, it's like a
right.
shape guide.
And so that kind of opened me up to being more fluid, a little bit. I don't know a little more whimsical. How about that? More
Mhm.
whimsical. And it wasn't till I got here and we did our little art studio out there that I actually tried painting a huge canvas, like a really big, I can't think of the size of it, but a really big canvas. That was the first time
It's daunting at first, isn't it?
yeah, but I enjoyed the heck out of it. I
Mhm.
loved it. I loved painting it and it was fun. But the problem with painting those is a lot of people don't have room for big old paintings in their house. Or
Or, it's pricey because you're paying.
oh yeah, or
You're
where
calculating per square inch and the time, and yeah,
and where
it's
do
the
you put
bigger.
it and all that fun stuff. So that was it.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
I'm glad she went and fought back to her. I'm glad she went and fought for her right to put her name on her stuff, to take
Yes,
everything
because
back.
she fought for all the women.
Okay, so
Not
I
that
want to
all the women were a sweatshop, but, like, if you do art, yes, it's okay to claim it. It's okay to
so
be who you are.
I wonder if the paintings with his initials on them are worth more than the paintings with her initials on them now because it was part of a scandal.
Oh. That could be
Like
possible.
who's
I mean, they can't be.
I mean,
It's
they're
still the
hers.
same
It's
artist,
still
but
the
they
same
might
artist.
be worth more because it's documenting a piece of history that it
Right.
has his
That
initials on it and not
he's
hers.
and when she started painting as herself, did she sell anymore?
I don't know.
Like,
I don't have
was
time to
she
read to do the research
was
reading
she
while
as
we're
big
live, but
as well, no, I mean, it's just something to think about and people can look up on their own, but was she as
living
big
here, I
as
hadn't seen her work.
I know the whole time we lived there, I hadn't seen hers. You know,
No,
so by then she was just painting for herself. You know,
which is good.
no, and everybody should paint for themselves. But
She
my
owes
point
herself
is,
that.
but my point is like, is if he wouldn't have taken it on and said they were his, would her artwork been as big as it was? That's kind of
No,
interesting to think about.
I don't think
Like,
so.
if she
Probably
would have came out and
like
said they were hers, would it would people have just kind of dismissed it as, oh, this is a woman painting kid things?
I don't know. I think if he was if he had a heart of gold with this, he could have used all that energy towards her own recognition because she was too shy to do that. She didn't have that in her. But he had it. And she thought eventually that's what would happen, and it didn't without a fight at the end. But
Well, it goes.
I think if he wasn't if he, I mean, I think if he wasn't in it for himself,
Well,
if he put
it
his
goes
if he
back.
redirected that energy in a good way and honestly, I think he could have stood up for her like
Well,
that. And
it goes back to Frida. I mean, she wasn't really as big as her husband. She wasn't nearly as big as her husband, and she
no,
didn't get
and she was an extrovert.
as big as her husband until she passed away.
Right. But yeah,
Or people
but would
didn't
she
start to
have been
understand her.
but would she have yeah, yeah. But would she had been I mean, what would have happened if she didn't have that accident?
That's another podcast y'all need to go listen to.
I
But
know we did that. Sorry.
but no,
As
no,
we
no.
regress.
No, but
But
it all ties together as women in painting. You know, women in art.
mhm.
You know, it's a good thing that she stood up and took her name back. But did she lose something by doing that? Did
No, I don't think she lost anything by doing that, but I think she gained all of his energy and work, all of his efforts,
yeah?
and it regained that back under her name.
I wonder what happened to him.
I don't know.
I think he was Walter Keane. I want to say he was Walter Keane. So it's just interesting to think
Mm,
about. It's interesting to think, you know,
yeah, I don't know. Let me see here real quick. It says he died in 2000.
so she outlived him by 22 years.
Yeah. He lived in California,
Did he die broke?
Encinitas. I don't know. It doesn't say here. Oh
And that's
wait, we got
crazy.
Wikipedia.
He had to
Oh,
move to
let's be.
Hawaii to get away from him.
I'm gonna be nosy Nelly. Oh God, I would have moved to Australia. Gee, yeah, it doesn't.
Doesn't say.
Let's see. Margaret shared everything with the UPI reporter, to which Walter called her a boozy, sex-starved psychopath. Now, them are fighting words. She's damn.
Maybe that's why Tim Burton took it on.
Well, that's why she moved to Iraq.
There you go. And so what if she
It says
was?
It says Margaret then produced a painting. For the juror. Oh, she did. In the Wikipedia, it says that she produced the painting for the jurors in 43 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
The jury awarded her damages of $4 million.
Yeah, but he probably didn't pay it to her. I mean, I doubt
He
he
had
paid it.
to
I
up
doubt
there.
just because you get awarded that doesn't mean you get it. I mean,
Really? Is that how
if
that goes? I mean,
yeah, if you ain't got it, how's
or
she gonna get it?
or all the money is in the paintings, so he has to give her all the paintings maybe. And I don't
Right.
know.
Because I mean, if you don't have
Maybe.
$40 million, $4 million,
But it
you can't
well,
pay it.
everything in your bank, all your assets from your bank plus all my paintings.
Yeah, but
Maybe that was a million,
uh,
4 million.
I'll bet you there's a lot of people that get these huge settlements and there's nothing to get.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
there's if you ain't got it, you ain't got it.
He probably had to sell his house and give her the money, all everything. He
I
probably
don't
had to
know.
sell out all those things, like all of his liquidate everything, and then it all
You would
goes to
hope.
her, whatever he can.
You would hope.
I don't know. I hope so. I'd like to think she did get it and all of her paintings and that he was homeless. I
That'd
don't know.
have been
Right?
nice.
I don't know. Like,
So
gosh.
what are your closing questions?
Um, well, one of them was, well, it's not a question, it's a thought. Margaret Keane didn't just reclaim her name, she reclaimed like her narrative and like gained her soul back and became independent and strong and evolved so much from this experience. It's
Well,
crazy.
and what's sad is if he hadn't have been so greedy, they could have made a good life.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If he had put all that energy with
Yeah.
a heart of gold,
Yeah.
he could have
I
put her
agree.
on the map and still, you know, benefited from the wealthy benefits of a nice house and the social lighting and the whole thing.
Right.
And the whole charm game and whatever, they probably would have been divorced because he probably would have like slept with a bunch of people.
Oh
I don't
yeah.
know,
Oh, yeah.
being bored because he's not the painter. So I don't know. She might have gotten bored with him, just like Frida. Hang on to the guy until you don't need him anymore.
There you go.
Use him for what he's worth. But I mean, I don't. I mean, maybe at the beginning she did love him. I don't
I
know.
think she did. I mean,
I think she
you would
did,
hope.
and that she was just so shy and naive that she
Yeah.
didn't
Would
think it
you,
would go
if
that
you've met
far.
her in Hawaii, what would be your question to her in Hawaii?
Oh my
You
God.
came across her in Hawaii at the Haleiwa Art Fair, and you could sit and ask her anything. What would you ask her?
Well, I mean, obviously she would have had her paintings there, and that would have answered my first question. Are you still painting big eyes? Second might have been like, aren't you tired of painting big eyes?
What?
Are, are
Aren't you
you
tired of
tired
painting
of
big eyes?
painting big
Yeah.
eyes? And, I would have given her kudos for paving the way for all of us other female artists at this fair to be here and to claim our own art in public and thrive from that. Um, I would
Yeah.
hope that she would have been in good health and
Well, yeah.
I
No, I
would have
mean, I
hoped
think
that
it's
she would be cool to talk to and would share her knowledge. I don't know.
yeah. My big question is, aren't you tired of painting big eyes? I mean,
Mm.
they look. For those who don't know, they look like little dolls, and they're
Well, some
setting.
of them are dark. They
Yeah, and they're
almost look.
setting scenes. They're setting scenes. But yeah,
Some of them look like evil.
yeah.
And that was
So,
some of, I don't know. I didn't have time to study all those pictures that I
is
looked, but
there
some of them were dark. I was like, ew.
is there anything from her art you would take,
Oh, our
borrow, use?
questions.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm just asking. I'm just
maybe I would, it's not something that I take from her. It's something that I also do is bright colors. I don't,
yeah.
a lot of artists don't do faces, including myself. I just am not.
I'm not a face person,
I haven't practiced it enough to be confident with it.
right?
I could do like an impressionist of it, but not perfect or anything. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Not real. I don't think so.
Would you do an art lesson with her? Like if she was teaching,
Oh
if we had
yeah,
her come in for Mai Tais and Monet and she'd sit down and say, okay, everybody make a circle, draw a line.
yes,
Would you have painted with her?
absolutely.
That'd been cool.
That should be one of our routine questions.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, absolutely. You would do it?
Oh
We would,
yeah. In a
yeah, you
heartbeat.
would do it for sure. That would be
Would you
cool.
ever sit down and try to paint one of hers?
I don't know, maybe I will, but I don't know. It's just, I don't think so. Not on my own.
They're not my style.
It's really not mine either. So I
It's
don't
not bad.
know.
I mean, it's a great,
It's not bad, but
but
yeah.
yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't know. And then, I mean, I don't know. I wonder what her studio looked like versus her one man sweatshop cave.
I
I
don't
would
know.
hope that it
I
would be
can't
open with
imagine.
lots of windows like mine.
Oh, you mean later in life?
Yeah. In Hawaii when she left him.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. I probably had I would think it had lots of windows because at the end it shows her house
Mm.
and it had, but I don't think she used many. See, here's my thing. When you paint the same thing over and over again, I can't see someone having that many art supplies. Does that make sense? Like I must have 1,000 paintbrushes just,
Oh, I can't
and I buy new
even.
ones, you know? Um,
That's a disease.
oh, exactly. I have 1,000 I have 1,000
Yeah.
paintbrushes.
Yep.
I can't imagine her having, because she came from the Depression era, because she was in that thing. I'm sure he didn't buy her lots. Like, I can't
Oh,
see her
all
having
those
a lot
habits
of,
of that
yeah, I can't see her
lifestyle
having
and
a lot of
yeah.
paint stuff. I can see her having a
And
small
it
amount.
might be neat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like those people
Because I
that
don't know if
paint and
she
like their
ever,
legs are covered in paint and I'm like,
so yesterday painting
I'm
this
not.
mural, like I'm doing this mural, I'm wearing shorts. I always wear my apron. It was funny. I got there to go paint twice. I load up all my stuff. I go over to because it's a rental. So I can't leave anything
Mhm.
behind. So I take it every day in case somebody comes in and rents it that night because you can rent it for the
Oh,
next day.
really?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's a rental. So it's an Airbnb kind of thing. So I would go in and paint. I'd call, make sure nobody was in there. Then I'd go back and paint. Nobody's checking in, that kind of thing. I would get
Mhm.
to the house and I'd go through my stuff and I didn't have my apron and I'm just standing there. Now I have on stuff that has paint on it. I have on clothes
Right.
that have I could not, I don't know what I froze. I'm like, yep, got to run home 10 minutes or not even that long, like 8 minutes back to the house,
Yeah.
grab my apron, run all the way back. Cause I stood there like, I can't paint without an apron. I can't do it.
Oh, yeah.
Cause I wipe it on I wipe my brush on there. I
I
dab something off. I wipe it on,
yeah.
but she looks like a very neat artist to me. Seems like she would be very,
Yeah.
but I have to have an apron. I can't.
I I I I get too my thing is that I paint when I get inspired most of the time. So my brain is in it before the planning and the readiness. So like this
Right.
could be dirtier than it is,
Right.
but I'm forgetting it a lot. So all my t-shirt, even this one that's show and tell, it's got splatters of everything.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't have, and then for some reason I'll take a shower the next day, get ready. I go to do my hair and I always get
Oh
paint on the back. I'm like, what? How, I
no,
don't know.
mine's on my face.
And I took a shower and it's still there. Like, I
So
don't,
yesterday after I got done painting, I had to stop at Dollar General to pick up something. I
oh,
walk
we don't
in.
have that.
Oh yeah, I walk in and the lady goes, you have paint on your face." I mean, yeah, I was painting, and then I realized it's on my glasses. Then I look down; it's all down the front of my legs. I've got it on my elbow. Like I went and rolled in paint. Before, I don't know how I got there. And
That's
let me ask you
amazing.
this: are you a clean painter or a messy painter?
I'm a clean painter. You're a messy painter.
Oh God, yes. Cause I put down plastic. I taped things off. I
Well,
still,
when I'm painting big, I will do all those precautions also.
no,
And I
this was
think
in,
I'm a little bit messier when I'm painting big.
yeah, but that mirror, I had to stop and get a washcloth and wipe up the floor so it didn't dry on there. But it wasn't carpet, it was the other. But
Yeah.
still, it's
I
like,
painted. I did a paint experience for, I think it was an optometry um convention or something like that at the Kahala. I painted in the Kahala Hotel ballroom. They
very
allowed me
good.
to paint in there with these people. And on my Facebook page, on my social media, there's a photo of it, and it's the most elaborate, fancy place I've ever painted. Like the glass chandelier goes like the whole width of
Oh, that's
and then
wild.
the table and the gorgeous carpeting, and I
That's
was
awesome.
like, wow. And they put down. I had heavy duty rolls of plastic to put down, but they happily had it already when I
Oh,
showed
that's
up. But
nice.
but
That's
like
nice.
we're painting with adults, like they're not all like nobody's whipping it around and running,
Nobody's
and
painted with me.
I don't know. I don't
Well,
know.
that was
It was,
fun. I think the
yeah,
first time we did it, it was a little bit more smooth, but we got it out there. We got our point across.
yeah. I'm looking to see. Wait, personality peak. Oh, she was quiet and shy. Everyone mentioned Nisha. Yeah. All right. I think we did all of the afterthought
Questions.
questions. I think we're good. Yeah.
And
So,
next one is going to be Norman Rockwell.
yes,
I'm interested in that one.
I'm very interested because I did learn this one tidbit that he wanted to also paint and represent the all American Black family, and the New Yorker refused him. So, should learn
Uh,
that until the episode, people.
History sucks.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, are we living in the best part of our history? I don't know. I mean, all of a sudden,
No, but you know what?
places are
I
being robbed. I don't know.
I think before the 1900, before the 1800s, things weren't as bad as they were in the 1900s. I don't think
But
so.
I wonder how many female artists back then
I'm
had
gonna have
to
to look it up.
just,
All
keep
right,
it to
we're saving this.
themselves.
We're saving
All
this to
right.
the
Well,
next time.
that'll be a whole nother
That's a whole
episode of
nother topic.
just
Another topic.
that. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for listening, and we'll see you in June. And cheers.
Cheers.
Till next time.
Till next time.
All right.